Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and I want to talk about the top 4 things that Veve has done impressively well this year in 2023. And I did a poll question about it, which has got a ton of interaction right now. It's actually kind of blowing up on X, which is really great because there's a lot of other feedback in there that's not so positive, that I've been reading through as well, but I'm not going to cover that as much in this video. I want to talk about the top 4 things I think that Veve has done really great, and they're right here on screen. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit like, and feel free to comment down below and let me know what you think. Which of these is the most important, the biggest thing that they've done, the thing that you've been most impressed with is my question. Because actually, for me, the thing that I've been the most impressed with is actually the one that people have voted for the least, and that is on Discord and how they've been doing tons of stuff there. So I'm going to talk about that as well. So make sure you comment down below. And of course, if you want to join the channel as a member, continue the conversation as we go along right here. Make sure you sign up, get your Drophead NFT, get into my rewards program for the new year, 2024. I'm going to have lots of different rewards going out to all of my members. But let's talk about this right here. Here's my poll question as it stands. It still has time left on it from when I'm doing the video. By the time you're watching this, though, this poll question will be over. But I think the votes right here are in, and we'll just have more results as time goes on. But you can see that the quality of IP and the drops is what people are most impressed with that are Veve users, people that actually appreciate what Veve's doing right now and what they've done in 2023. I think they've thought that a lot of the drops that have happened have really increased in quality, specifically, with the rendering of the stuff and how the stuff looks and the quality of them and the IPs. Veve has done some really great stuff in 2023, some really key drops. Stuff like Iron Man has looked amazing. Even the Green Lantern, which, hasn't sold a ton, looks great, of course. For sure. Then you have the Star Wars stuff, the shuttle, and of course the AT-ST and other drops as well. The quality has really risen. And you can see, I think that's why a lot of people have thought that the quality of the IP, the quality of the drops is their number one pick. Now, the second pick that people seem to have got, leaned towards here most is the hiring and the staff growth that Veve has displayed. Now, we know that Veve's been on a big hiring spree, over the last couple months in particular. They've been really building out their team. But over the course of 2023, we've seen a lot of key members join the team, and it has increased productivity a ton. We've seen the results, in what's happened with the app as well. People obviously want more, but it's been a really big year for that. We found out earlier that they had a skeleton crew, not as many people available to do the tasks that we wanted. So stuff has been delayed a long time. And now that they're staff in key positions and they're building out their departments, we've really seen actually a progression in what Veve's been able to do in 2023 in particular. They've added a lot of features to the app, and including the app itself, just the web app, just functionality and all of that kind of stuff. We're still waiting for some big key things, but of course, adding Foster, a free Comey there, we're going to be seeing in early 2024, the MCP rolling out, of course, the OMI utility, all of that stuff is really starting to kick in place. And so I've really been impressed with the amount of people that they've hired and who they've hired. We'll see how this develops as time goes on, because once you have more staff in key positions, things should quicken up and speed up even more. And 2023 was the year that really Veve was able to actually add people for the first time, really. So we're only really just seeing the really surface of that, if you ask me, in my opinion. Now, in third place has come the app development and features. So this falls in line with the staff and the people that they've hired. So we haven't seen an incredible amount of stuff come through, but a lot of different things have happened in 2023 that have been really positive for the app, and the platform in general. A lot of advancements that we didn't have in the previous years, and I think it's just going to ramp up. I think 2024 is really going to be the big year for Veve with all of this new staff that they've hired, to really see what they do. Now, of course, we're all going to be waiting and judging and, giving our feedback, and they're going to have hiccups for sure, but they've had a lot of different kind of drop mechanics kick in. They've had a lot of different features show up. So I'm actually pretty impressed with that, but that's third on the list. Now, the one I want to talk about the most actually is the fourth one that people have barely voted on, is the advancement of Discord. And what I mean by that in there is what is going on the Veve Discord has been absolutely incredible in the year 2023, in my opinion. Tons of sweepstake rewards, tons of games going on, drop day, prizes, all sorts of stuff. Information has been, put there for everybody to go and gather. Lots of different groups have been, basically created, from the logo group to the master collectors. The mods in there have really tightened it up and really started to provide a really good services for the Veve community. I think, in my opinion, that's pretty much been one of the best things that has happened to Veve, is the building of the Discord. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I would definitely go and check it out. I did a video with Eagle, basically the leader of Discord, basically one of the main guys in the whole thing. And it was a great interview. You can see the thumbnail on screen right here. And this one, if you want to go watch that video, he breaks down all the stuff they're doing and how they're planning on Discord being basically the first steps of the Veveverse, and how they're building it in there like that, And so once the Veveverse opens and we have everything in place, we're going to actually see that the Discords, what's going on there actually taking place in the Veveverse as well. And I think it's really exciting, all the stuff that they have going on there. I used to not use Discord for Veve that much, in previous years for sure. But in this year, the second half of this year, I've been in there a lot and I've been really impressed, right? So these are the 4 that people seem to be, more focused on as well. Now, of course, you could do a reverse poll question saying the stuff that you're not impressed with. And that's also in the comment section. So if you actually check out this post of mine, you'll see a lot of people put comments in there, stuff they're frustrated about, stuff they want to have fixed, stuff that didn't come, stuff that they want to have. And then, of course, there's just some general fudding going on, which happens all the time when you put any kind of poll question out like this. But that's the point of me putting out a poll question like this, is to actually get that raw feedback, and this poll question was actually launched. If you remember when it was launched, or if you did follow it, it was the day after David Yu's interview on Metamona's channel. And I know that there's a few things in there that people were upset about, but I actually thought the interview was very bullish, specifically for OMI itself. And you saw the price of OMI rise immediately after, again, that interview, right? As time gets closer to the end of the year here, when they have their, obviously the rewards coming up and all the stuff that we're going to have with Foster and everything that's going to be coming up with that in the 2024, in the early stages with the tickets and all of that stuff. And people are putting OMI into the app. So it's actually pretty exciting for that as well. We'll break that down, in early 2024 in January as that stuff comes around. But you guys got to let me know what you think. Did you miss the poll question? Which of these 4 is your main important one that you think is the most important for sure, or the most that you've been impressed with? And if I missed something, put it down below as well. And also, you can comment if you don't think that any of these were good. And you can also comment if you think that they've done stuff wrong and what you'd like to see as well. That's all good feedback to know and to find out with for sure, right? So thanks so much for watching the video. We'll see what comes up next, and thanks for following me all year in 2023 on my channel. I've had a great time with you guys, and we'll continue that in 2024, and we'll see where this whole thing takes us for sure, right? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great, happy new year and happy collecting.